Can you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Grace. I'm a junior. I'm a telecom major.
Wait, and did you say where you're from?
I'm from South Korea.
I'm Will.
Where are you from?
I'm from Pittsburgh.
From Pittsburgh? What is it that you're obsessed? I'm going to use the word obsessed, but you think about a lot.
My butt chin and like how much this like crease right here.
Oh yeah? Dude, we got to get that on camera. Can we get it on camera? When you see his chin, what do you... Well, Koreans wouldn't stand for that, right? Well,
It's pretty interesting.
wait, is that a nice way to say it? Like, that you would be
really,
considering?
I'm sorry.
Or do you really want to say I would definitely get surgery?
Not definitely, but I mean, no offense again, but
How many of your friends?
many.
Many?
Like, I would say 8 out of 10. I think you're perfect the way you are, but it's just up to you.
Thanks.
You're perfect too.
Thank you.
Well, in Indonesia, we prefer that people are natural in a sense.
We attach shame to our bodies, that we should be a certain way and we should change this or we should change that, and like I'm too wide or I'm too short or I'm too tall or I'm too this or my nose is wrong or my eyes are wrong or something's wrong. And like nothing's ever wrong. Just do. If you want to get some kind of surgery, get the surgery. Do whatever you want to do. Change your hair color. What is it that you're obsessed? I'm going to use the word obsessed, but you think about a lot.
My butt chin and like how much this like crease right here.
Oh yeah? Dude, we got to get that on camera. Can we get it on camera? Yeah, hang on. Just look right here. Can I touch you, bro?
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, okay. Yeah, right here. Yeah, look at that. It like really juts out.
Yeah, it does.
It's kind of like, and not only that, okay,
It's real.
turn this way now. And also you have that crease right there. You have two things going on.
Yeah.
Oh wait, you call it a butt chin?
Yeah, it's butt chin.
Can you go ahead, talk in the mic? Butt chin.
Yeah, butt chin.
Because it
Looks like a butt.
looks like a butt? All right. So how do you see that? Like yeah, just say more. Like when did you first think about it? When did you first?
Honestly, I didn't really think about it that much until like 3 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And then, I don't know, it's always like whenever I look in the mirror, it's like, wow, look at that thing.
Do people ever say anything about it?
I get it, a lot of people are like, wow, you have a butt chin. And and it's like, yeah, I do. It runs in my family. So
Oh, it does run in your family?
My entire family has it.
Really?
And my mom and my dad.
And generations?
My cousins have it, and my dad has a twin brother. So I guess maybe it comes from that.
And when you get to my age, you have the benefit of letting go of a lot of things that maybe bother us at a younger age. Because, once you get close to dying, a lot of things don't matter, right? And so for me as a sociologist also, I have the opportunity to see things without categorizing them as better or worse. They just are. Yeah. Like, Will, you have that chin. Like Grace has that chin, and it doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
Okay? So have you ever thought about doing anything about it?
No, not really. I'm just going to accept that I have it. But I do obsess over it sometimes.
So but if somebody came along and said, hey, bro, man, I could take care of that for you. Like a surgeon, a plastic surgeon.
I don't think I would do it because, I don't know, I'm not a big fan of surgery.
Okay, so it's kind of become who you are.
Kind of, yeah.
You're not a fan of surgery?
Yeah, I broke my femur, so I'm scared of surgery.
So where Grace is from in South Korea is like the plastic surgery capital of the world. Yeah. Okay? And so this is just women. I mean, this is a lot. When you see his chin, Koreans wouldn't stand for that, right?
It's pretty interesting.
Dude. That's pretty good.
What does that mean?
That's right. Yeah, what's that mean?
Because like if I had this kind of chin, I would be, no offense, but I would be considering any like getting surgery or something.
Wait, is that a nice way to say it? Like that you would be
really,
considering?
I'm sorry.
Or do you really want to say I would definitely get surgery.
Not definitely, but I mean, no offense again, but
No, there's no offense
Yeah,
at all.
I'm sorry.
Bro, this guy, you can't offend this guy. Yeah. No, I can see that you can't be.
I mean, it's nice though. Yeah. I love
Thank
your
you.
chin.
Well, it's
I appreciate the compliment.
yeah, and it really is kind of cool, right?
It's unique.
It's you.
That's a good way to put
It's
it.
unique. Yeah.
No, it's kind of like okay, so look at my nose, how flat it is. I mean, you can see that, right?
Can I touch it?
Yeah, you can touch it. Look at that.
It is like flat in that.
If I could, you see that?
Oh, yeah.
Like I could put my head back and balance a marble on my nose, right? And I could probably, there's enough space there, I could roll it around, actually. And like, it
like a
just is,
tabletop.
yeah, it's who I am, right? And in part sometimes it bothers me a little because it hurts when I wear glasses. I have to wear really light glasses, but otherwise it's part of me. It becomes part of me in the way that your chin has become part of you. Ask her some questions about plastic surgery. Like you have an opportunity here to speak with this young woman, right, about how Koreans are thinking about surgery. She's not an expert, but ask her, what questions do you have?
How much does plastic surgery like cost on average for like a small thing? Like, say if I were to do my chin, would you know like an estimate? Because I was just curious. Like, I heard it's really expensive.
It takes a lot of money. Like if it was like double eyelid surgery, which is very common in Korea. It's like an entry level of surgery. It's very cheap, but if you want to get your chin done, it's pretty expensive.
Got it.
Yeah, like what would it cost for him to get his chin done? Just if he ever changes his mind, you know what I mean?
I would say 10,000.
Maybe that
of
much?
smackaroos.
Yeah, it's a lot of money.
Yeah?
I mean, yeah.
To go to someone who's really good.
Yeah.
What
I would say.
other questions do you have?
A question about like her idea of plastic surgery. Do you
Mhm.
think it's like weird that people try to like perfect themselves with plastic surgery?
Not really. I don't think it's weird, but I mean it's getting pretty common especially in South Korea. So I don't really think it's such a big deal. I mean it depends on the surgery, but yeah, I don't think it's like, weird or something.
In my experience in Korea is that people talk about it quite openly. How many of your friends?
Many.
Many?
I would say 8 out of 10. Especially in my case, it's kind of different because I went to, so most of my friends are from high school, but I went to this like arts high school, so there were a lot of students who want to be like a K-pop idol. So most of them got their eyes jobs done and like nose job. So, but other than them, like my like friends, maybe here or like back in Korea, I would say like 8 out of 10.
Yeah?
Yeah, including the simple one, the
Like eyes, double eyelid
yeah.
surgery. Do you know what that is, by the way? The eyelid surgery?
I can get an idea, kind of.
Yeah,
Can you explain it to him?
I don't really have a thick double eyelid, which you have. So when you have this double eyelid, you will have a bigger eyes, and especially in Korea, every female wants to have a bigger eyes. So they want to have some double eyelid surgery,
In the bigger eyes because,
which I didn't. Yeah.
why the bigger eyes? Why larger eyes?
I don't know because it's like a beauty standard.
Yeah.
To have double eyelid, bigger eyes, like nose.
So this is kind of interesting, right? It's not your eye is the same, right? It's just, so can I just do something here? So it's what we're talking about is a fold. Here, I'll do it on my eye actually, right here. So there's the fold right here so Grace has a fold, she only has one and I have two. And so because she only has one, it folds down over the eye right here. So if you look at her.
Yeah, but it's not about how many. It's about how thick it is.
It's about how thick it is, yeah. And so for me, you can see her, like the idea would be to like kind of cut into that and just
mine is kind of
open up.
thin.
Yeah.
Kind of thin.
Open up a little bit. And then it just opens the eye, which is, but it's really fascinating, right? Do you have any idea where that came from?
Probably TV.
I'm not really sure, actually. I'm not sure I'm not sure it's entirely a Western thing.
Oh yeah.
Here, you come back.
But I would say it's from Western.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think, yeah.
All of you guys have thick double eyelid.
Yeah, but even like, so other people around the world also do like the the double eyelid surgery too. So even, Europeans and stuff, right? Because people want to just change their eyes. And I think this is a thing that's really important, and this goes with the conversation here. No matter what we're doing, people want to do something different. So those of you, and this is women in particular, right? If you have really straight hair, then you want curls in your hair. And if you have curls in your hair, then you want straight hair. And we always just want to do something a little different because it's cool, right? We change the color of our hair. We do, any number of things. We grow it long, we cut it short. So it's like some things are just more permanent than others, right? We change our jewelry, we change our clothes. We're doing all sorts of stuff that's really fascinating. Do you have any other questions?
Do you think your life changed? Do you feel like something happened after the surgery? Do you emotionally or how you feel day to day?
I think so. It doesn't entirely change my life, but
Do you feel more confident?
Yeah, feel more confident, and it does really help me to get more chances, especially in Korea, I would say. Yeah.
Because
I'm not representing all Koreans, but there is some culture. So
Mhm.
people kind of judge others based on their looks, and there are some strict workplace appearance. So you have to be looking great as long as you want to, maybe get a job or even get a job or something.
just certain standards that are really
certain
pretty serious.
beauty standard.
Yeah, it's a really tight market, right?
Yeah.
And this goes back, to the late 90s when the economic crash happened in Korea, and then things got really tight, and the economy is the workforce is really difficult to enter into and to move forward. So there was, up until very recently, when you would apply for a job, you would put your photo on your resume, but that doesn't happen anymore, but it did. And so people got really used to just making sure that their looks are a certain way. So you mentioned the positive piece of it, right? And the most common. And if he was in Korea, you think he would probably have surgery?
It's up to you, but
Would people be on the street be like, hey?
no. I think you're perfect the way you are, but it's just up to you.
Thanks. You're perfect too.
Thank you.
No. It's really, but it really is. You're in a world whereby, this is a country whereby people just have these conversations, right? It's just part of it. It's part of life. It's very different than here. So here, people really don't talk about it at all. It's really held down. It's not discussed. And there, it's much more obvious, and it's much more open, and it's much more almost expected in many places, right? You say 8 out of 10. Have you heard of this, Gwansang?
Gwansang?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That your God creates you, but your doctor God remakes you. That?
Yeah.
No, well, hang on. Gwansang is fortune telling, really based on your facial appearance. Can you say something about what that is?
So Gwansang is basically, Gwansang itself means the way you look, and but it's used to judge yourself.
So here,
Yeah.
let me see if I get this, right? There's a lot of fate and a lot of destiny involved in many cultures around the world, in particular in East Asian cultures, right? So you want to, your fate is already laid out. Like among Muslims, for example, it's very common to have this sense of that you are, that your destiny is written on, what is it, like your 30th day or something like that? What is that in Islam? But it's written at a very young age. Like your destiny is already laid out, so you just accept it. And there's a destiny piece in East Asian cultures as well, right? And so, the key is like, oh, okay, can I really jump in and change my features somehow to change my destiny? Not to look prettier or more handsome or something, but really just to change my destiny in some way.
Yeah,
right?
you get it right.
Yeah. And so that's the Gwansang.
Yeah.
And so in some ways, a lot of this surgery is based on trying to alter our destinies. Yeah, which is really fascinating. So it's not just, I want to look nicer or I want to look better or something. It's like, no, there's actually a reason for this. So if we look at like the past 50 or 60 years in particular, when plastic surgery really took off, there's something about that we're going to try to alter our destiny, like our fortune and our, But now that's probably less happening. Now it's just you want to look like certain people,
Yeah, people are changing their face.
just to look like
prettier,
others.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really. Hey, so where are you from?
I'm from Indonesia.
Indonesia, and you came to Penn State to study.
Yeah, I'm on an exchange program for 1 semester.
Oh, very cool. Oh yeah, okay. And you end up here in this class. All right. Hey, so how is plastic surgery? How is this seen in Indonesia?
Well, in Indonesia, we prefer that people are natural in a sense. So plastic surgery is seen as something that is not necessarily bad, but it's a sign of like weakness if you take it, because it means that you're not confident in how you look, right? So that's probably it.
Do you have? But Koreans don't see it that way. I don't think. Do they? Like, how do you see it? Or what would be a kind of a typical Korean response to that? I like that, by the way. That's cool.
I don't really agree that getting plastic surgery might look like they're having lack of confidence. It's not like always like that, but
Personally, I don't agree with that, by the way. Personally, I don't trust that.
yeah, but
Well, two things can be right. Like this is actually really good for this class. You're saying, a lot of people see plastic surgery as kind of a more of a negative thing. It's like it means you don't have confidence. That's very similar to the United States, by the way. A lot of people have that sense that, if you're in LA or New York or Miami Beach, it's a little different, but a lot of people have that. I don't have that. I see plastic surgery as this awesome opportunity to just do creative things with our bodies, And so that's how you think more Koreans would see it more like that.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then there are some who are obsessed over looking a certain way, who don't have confidence. So you say you don't see it that way. Like, how do you?
Well, I personally believe that anything you do with your body is your business, so I don't really have any thoughts about that. As long as you feel good about yourself after getting plastic surgery, so why is it bad, right? Okay, is there a part of your face that you would like to change?
Okay. I would go back in time and get a nose job. Yeah, and the reason is because my nose is really kind of numb here, and it really, because of the flatness, and it really hurts when I wear glasses. Yeah. And there's another thing that I would do. I would like have more like butt cheeks, because it's really hard to sit on hard surfaces and not have any like cushion back here. It's really, really difficult. I would do that surgery, but I'm too old now. You know what I mean? So now I ask you, but do you have something? Like, I don't want to. Because this is actually a really good question, because I'm asking her this question because this is a naturalistic question. You got it? There's nothing behind this. It doesn't matter. There's no stigma behind your answer. There's no right or wrong. There's nothing. It's just creative. It's like me saying, hey, if you could change your earrings, what earrings would you wear tomorrow? It's all the same. There's nothing. But what happens for us is we get hung up with our bodies in these like we attach shame to our bodies that we should be a certain way and we should change this or we should change that, and like I'm too wide or I'm too short or I'm too tall or I'm too this or my nose is wrong or my eyes are wrong or something's wrong. And like nothing's ever wrong. You just do. If you want to get some kind of surgery, get the surgery. Do whatever you want to do. Change your hair color. Change your bodies. It doesn't matter. So when I asked Amari this question, what would you change if you could have surgery? We could take you to Seoul and you could say, like, go to the best surgeon and be like, okay, I want you to do this to my face. Is there anything you would do?
I mean, surgery is an expensive thing, so if it's completely free and completely painless, I'm gonna like reduce the size of my chin maybe. So I've been told that it's quite, like it's stick up a little bit. Yeah.
So it sticks out a little bit.
Yeah.
Dude.
Similar to him, yeah.
Yeah,
so,
similar to Will. You've been told.
Yeah, so when like family members and my friends would point it out, like, yeah, it's been pointed out.
Yeah. And how do you feel about it?
Well, yeah, a little bit insecure, but not that that much that I obsessively think about it. I don't do that, but it comes up from time to time.
Dude, so here's the thing. So maybe after this conversation today, you won't be insecure about it. You like it does. There's because you're saying I feel a little bit insecure. It's like why? Why? Like where's that come from?
Because as a female, like as a woman, especially, we have like this standard of how we're supposed to look.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't conform to that standard. So it's not necessarily a bad thing that you want to be more like a certain standard. So yeah, I think that's where it stems from, like the insecurity and stuff.
Yep.
But yeah,
It's just
this, yeah.
It is like it's an isness thing. Yeah, I hear you. I mean, this is part of life, right? When you get to a certain age, hopefully, like you could just be Koreans, and it could be built into your way of operating in the world. So you just see your face as a palette, or your body as a palette of something to just do something with, right? I want to change the way like my chin is. I want to change the bridge of my nose. I want to just whatever. It's good, right? My nostrils, just do it. It's all good. It doesn't really matter. And don't put don't attach shame to it in some way, right? You just make it happen, which is pretty awesome, really, if you think about it.